So, this is our first podcast of ITE Mavens and um, our tech talks. And I am Victor of ITE Mavens, and this is my girlfriend Julie. And she is the tech phobe that is going to be asking questions that people that may not have the greatest intuition for technology.
I'm not sure that I'd call myself a technophobe. I maybe am a little more resistant than your average person. I think that technology just tends to break in my hands. I'm not sure how, but I definitely appreciate when you slow down and take the time to explain things to me. I think it would be really helpful for a lot of people out there like me. So the other day, this question came up. Dark mode. I heard, I think it was from you, probably, that there was an update that allowed us to use dark mode on my cell phone, and it didn't just start happening as I would hope. I do think that the updates are coming automatically, so I don't even remember. You just helped me do it. Can you explain, does the dark mode come to all phones? How do you get it? How does this feature enable?
Yeah, so dark mode is essentially it's an aesthetic that especially if you're in the dark, helps with your eyesight, like your eyes to see the screen better, versus the traditional white background and black text that shows up oftentimes black background with white text. And there's a few variations of dark mode, but we won't get into that. When it comes to dark mode, though, phones are now rolling out a lot of apps, and phones are rolling out with the dark mode, where you can, like YouTube, turn it so that it's a black screen. Very helpful, especially if you're in the dark. Some people just like the aesthetic, so I have it on during the day and during the night, and it's used to help out with the eyesight.
Does it reduce the battery use at all?
Yeah, especially if you have a phone that has an OLED.
Which is the display, the kind of lighting.
Yeah, the display with an OLED, especially if it uses black pixels, it can actually just turn those pixels off altogether, meaning that it saves battery consumption. And just in general, having a darker color tends to save battery life, because it's the display brightness actually is the biggest killer to battery life.
Which phones? Okay, so that what was that? OLED.
OLED.
Which
versus
okay.
It's the newer version. I can't remember what the O stands for, but essentially phones started with LCD, and then they came out with the new technology LED, and then now the OLED is a more flexible version, and it's usable with a higher quality screen and things. Organic light
emitting diode.
Anyways, back to your first question. Do all phones have dark mode rolling out to them? Most newer phones, especially if they came out in the last couple of years, will be rolling out with the new dark mode features for apps, for the phone itself, the device itself.
Like the Pixel has it for the Google News feed, right?
Yeah, so Google News feed.
You helped me with.
The Google YouTube app. A lot of the Google apps are having Google Messages. Now has it, and then the Google Pixel itself has a dark mode kind of innately built in. If you have a dark background or a black background for your home screen, the UI actually turns into a dark mode in itself, which is
the user interface. So like what you see, the main screen.
Yeah, the main screen. So like when you go into your settings and things like that, or the top down when you use that notification bar
The background
settings.
is
Yeah,
black.
the background's black, or
Okay.
when you go into the Google feed, the background will be black if you have a black background.
Okay. And